All right, I just want to talk to you guys about Life Path 11. It's gonna have like a little free, little chill time with 11s. So like, and all numbers are welcome. I mean, this is because I'm an 11. I want to talk specifically what I experience as an 11 and what I see when I talk to other 11s. And like, what I see is like, I can talk from my personal experience. It is such a huge, deep journey of soul searching. Like, it's like a different sort of struggle. For me, like I've had chronic pain, and for me, I really have deep chronic pain. But like, what more? Why? Like you don't just accept that answer at face value at a surface level. You have to go. You like it's just you cannot help but to go deep. Even if you're like, okay, I'm just gonna accept it as it is. Like I'm in pain, blah. Your soul will not let you rest until you keep going for it. You're being guided, you're being pulled, something's telling you to just keep going, and that you're gonna reach a point where you understand answers. And when you look back in your life, you're like, huh, now I understand why that happened. This makes sense because of this. That makes sense why I had to go through that. Like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you two examples. One's happening right now. So, for the past from September to January, I was in this job, and at first I was like, I'm just gonna give it a try because I'm in pain. I don't know how much I can work, and I fell in love with it, and I wanted to go further and stay. And something happened where I just couldn't stay any longer. And I'm like, I found a job I love, and I want to stay. Why do I have to leave? And during transition, I'm gonna be coming back into this job in the next few months. Um, but during the time of this transition, I'm starting to see so much growth and like answers and like deep connection. It's almost as if God or the higher self is like, you have to have this time. It's just, maybe it's what you like, but it could have been distracting you during the time. And the whole point is not to be distracted, but to be focused on your soul and go on the soul's path, the life path, and to do what you came here to do and go connect deeper and find the right people, not people that are going to distract you and want to take from you. Because life 11s are very deeply connected, and people see this light. Even if you don't see it yourself, people notice the light. They're not going to say it for whatever reason, but they're drawn to it. And I think that you get crapped on a lot, but people still pick up like, it's a spiritual frequency. You vibrate, you vibe on a different frequency here. You're almost like, an 11 is like, so you have 1 through 9, or 0 through 9, and then you have, like, those are like physical numbers from what I read. And then you go, like, 9 is starting to head more to the spiritual, like higher chakras, a higher, like the crown, like a little bit more elevation, right? And, sorry, I want to show you something. So with the numbers, you start going, now you have 11, 22, 33, right? So you have like a more, like a different life path here. You're not here to watch TV. You're not here to, well, you can do those things, but you're not here to live like the society level life. You're here to like step out of that box. You think outside the box. You step here out of the box and you bring that here to earth. And you're going to go through something that helps you deeply connect to what it is that thing is that you're going to bring here. So you have to go through something, whether it's family issues, maybe financial issues. For me, it's like chronic pain and like living for like such a long period of time in my life, a big chunk. But I could be resentful, or I can really learn from it and see like, this is helping me connect so much. If I didn't have that, could I have connected in a different way? It could have been another struggle. But being grateful almost to like what exactly your struggle was, because that was meant for you. So I see this common, that with Life Path 11s, we go through this struggle. We go through this like a dark night, this deep yearning to understand and go deeper and go deeper. And I think that's where our strength and courage and inspiration is being risen from. And if you see other 11s, I can see other 11s, right? Even if I'm an 11, I still see other 11s. I'm like, wow, like you're motivating me. You're holding up a pillar for the rest of us as well. You may not even know, and they're just like even they could have low self-esteem and like not understand like why me, and that's I think part of where they're that at the journey that they're gonna be at, but when they find their awakening, when they start going on the path, then they'll become and evolved 11, which is I think I feel like I could be approaching because chronic pain is starting to heal over time. But when they reach up that point, and 11 reaches a point where they will have like achieved like a certain point in their life and their purpose fulfilled, and they will realize this is what I came here for, and then they will be a teacher of some sort, a coach. They'll be motivational speakers. Like look at all these 11s that like we have a lot of 11s that are in that sort of like industry of motivation coaching, and they either in the public eye or they're not, or for like a big scale or small scale. But there's something when you see them, there's something very spiritual about them too. They're connected, whether it's through religion or some sort of spirituality, new age or this or that. They always are connected, higher self. They're always connected to something deeper, and they attribute their struggles and their help and their healing to said God or higher self or spirituality. Like it's like we may be talking different names, but the same thing. We're talking about the same exact thing. For them, it's a God. For them, it's a spirit or entity or this or that. But it is so motivating to see, and even to inspire you guys too. If you're going through, like, let's just say there's like 3 chapters in every 11, a life path 11's life. Let's just say the first chapter is like struggle, and then the second chapter you're starting to see, and then like you overcome it, and then the third chapter like you're striving in your life. Just to make it very, very simple, if you're struggling, then you're probably in chapter 1 to 2 in that area. But you're going to reach a point if you keep going and you trust and have faith. Trust and faith is like very important to 11s, because that is like, if you come here as a soup, an ingredient, that is like a big portion. Like the base is not water. The base of soup is not water. The base of the soup is trust and faith. Or you get me. So the trust and faith is like a number one thing. Like, and people doubt you because they don't have that trust and faith. Other numbers or other people, they doubt you because they're like, what are you talking about? Like, you're in pain, just accept it or whatever. And it's like, I can't. I know that there's more. Something's telling me. There's a feeling that I have deep down inside, like there's something telling me, and I have trust and faith in it. And even you might dabble in and out of that trust and faith, but you can never get rid of it because it's who you are, it's what you are. Your soul, it's just so overpowered with trust and faith because it's so deeply connected. And you see, as you get into the chapter 1 to 2 and 3, the connection gets stronger and stronger and stronger, that once you reach chapter 3 and you start striving, and you're going to spread this message, is what I foresee. You're going to spread this message to the world in like some sort of capacity, like I said, small or big scale. You're going to spread those words, and you're going to help people rise, transcend spiritually in any way, shape, or form in their life. And that's why you're needed. That's why you're so important. And that's why you came here. I'm getting chills. That is why we've come here. That is why you've come here, because you have a message, because you're so deeply connected to God, and you're sent here like as a messenger. But again, because you're an 11 and you're so close to 9, so you're close to Earth, but you're in like a very spiritual plane of existence. That's why you feel different, because you're like, I'm connected to something everyone is connected to. Why don't they see it? Because you're in like this physical form, but you're in this like, I don't say physical form. You're in this physical realm as well. Like, you are spiritual. You might like materialistic things, and that's okay, because you're part of the earthy vibe, connection, vibration. You're part of that. You're part of Earth too. Like, you're still physical. You're still a human being, and very much so. And you can still go and party and drink, stuff like this, and be an 11 and be spiritual. You can still do these things, and what's considered sin or whatever, and still be spiritual, because you are. And I'm saying to go do that. You're gonna find that, like, if it vibrates and resonates with you to do those things or not. But the point is, you're still connected, and you're still here on a physical form, so you can be human and do human things, but you're still always going to get brought back to, whether it's going to be or in a hard way or this or that, to go back to your spiritual self, because you have a message. And the further away you get from that message and purpose, the more you're going to be in pain, either chronic pain, spiritual, emotional pain, depression, anxiety. You're going to feel these things because those are God trying to, like, slap you to get, like, focus. Look at this. This is what you need to be doing. And chapter 1 and 2, and if you don't feel that, and you don't have that certainty or the confidence or self-esteem or that clarity, that is very painful. It is very painful to not have that. But I think that pain is going to get you to that clarity. And that's what we're looking for, clarity. So we can trust, faith, clarity, messenger, message, purpose, straight. So 11 is a very masculine number because there's a purpose and a direction you have to do, but you also have that sensitivity, emotional, empathic. Number 2, feminine energy. 11, you're a leader. You're a leader in direction. Sun energy. You have moon energy. Very balanced. And people love that balance of you. Like, I think if it's a male, it's like a divine masculine male. It's a feminine, it's divine feminine. Did I say that right? Feminine, female. You have both energies. And it's such a beautiful conglomerate of energies and personality traits, because you can be very serious, you can be very fun, you can be very introverted, you can be very extroverted, you can dab in, dab out. It's like a duality, it's a mix, and it's very beautiful. But life path 11, I love this number. And I mean, every number is so beautiful, like, it's not a comparison. Every number is beautiful. I notice, like, compatibility numbers, I tend to get along very well. Like, if I have, like, my closest friends and I do the life path, I'm like, it's always like that number. Like, it's a 2 or a 3, a 9, another 11. I think most compatibles that I've reached the most was like 3, 9, and 11. Maybe 6 too, like 3, 6, 9. You know that numbers, sequence. But 11 and 11 almost get done very well. 11, 11 maybe. That's why. But yeah, I just want to talk to you guys. Maybe I'll do another. If you guys like this sort of style, I'll do another talks with life path 11s. Because a lot of my comments, I'm going through my comments, I see a lot of my comments on my YouTube. I have so many different types of videos. And 11s, talking about 11s is like one of the most. Because I talk about spiritual stuff, I talk about digestion and food stuff and superfoods, and then I talk about spiritual stuff, and I dabble in and out of, like, different things, and, like, but our deepest core is, like, spiritual stuff. And that's why I feel like we're misunderstood, and we get along with other 11s and spiritual people, but it's such a beautiful number, and it's amazing to see where we're headed, and I think that there's something a lot bigger planned for us. And that is why you're here at this time, because as you go through life and mature and grow wisdom, it's for a reason. It's not just because of life, but it's like there's a plan for it. And that's why I think it's very exciting to see what is going to happen with that. So something a little bit more personal, the guys, like a little vlogish, but Life Path 11's talks and more to come. Thank you.